Welcome to Take a Ride with Max 9. I'm your host, Max. Glad to see you all here. I'd like to do a couple of shout outs real quick before I get started. I'd like to say hi to my brother, Ron. Much love. Hang tough, buddy. You know I'm with you at heart. And to Carolina May, who had some trouble with her car. I'm not sure if she got it fixed or not. She was pretty desperate last night off the side of the highway. Prayers went out to her. Hope she's doing okay this evening, and that she got that taken care of. So tonight we're going to take a look at some photos I snapped in Salem, Oregon in 2014 at a car show. I believe it was sponsored by the Cherry Bomb Car Club. And that's why we're calling it Hot Rod Flashback, because that was 6 years ago now. It's funny how time flies. But anyway, it was a very nice day that day. It was a good day for all of the being outside and drinking cold drinks and hanging out with friends and listening to music. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of music going on. So hot rods, just a quick overview. Hot rods are usually a car that's been modified down to the bones, kind of like I did my little cafe racer. You just take off everything you don't need or want. You slam them low to the ground, or you jack them up high in the air, or there's something you're going to race. There's practical hot rods, there's impractical hot rods, stuff you got to keep parked in the garage. There's cars that people drive every day. There's also what they want to call a rat rod. And usually that's been done on a budget. And instead of being all sharp and shiny, rat rods are usually done to get it done on a budget. So they're rattle can paint jobs. A lot of flat black goes on. However, they don't have to all be that way. Some of them keep the rust. Some of them pretend to make rust. Some of them will put layers of paint on a car, then sand some of it off to make it look old. It's all fun anyway. I don't pick and choose. Some of it I like, some of it I don't. But I'm not an expert as well on car ages and types, because once they get old and they get chopped up, I'm kind of lost. I know there's mostly Chevys and Fords. You'll see Plymouths and a variety, but like I say, I'm no expert on the matter. So what I want to do is we're just gonna roll this first part of this. I broke it up into two parts because it is kind of long. There were a lot of photographs. I had a hard time choosing. We're gonna have celebrity rides tonight, and a little thing I call coffee and cigarettes later on. So right now we're gonna look at Hot Rod Flashbacks, Part 1.
Now you're just getting off on Friday afternoon. You done worked a hard week, and you getting off and you ready to go out shining. You got in your car, it's all cleaned up, and you get out and you get on the straight highway. You press your foot and feet down the floor and it's roaring down the highway. You feeling good because you got a lot of motor under your wheel.
Now I'm not sure what this old car is, but it looks primarily stock. I really like that. That's probably about a 51 to 53 Chevy. They didn't change much, but it doesn't have all the windows in it like the 5-window pickups do. This is a beautiful 54 Chevy wagon. I don't know if they called it a Nomad at that time. I don't know what this is, but it's got a huge engine in it and it's slammed to the ground. It's got a hydraulic system in the back so they can jack it up and so they can drive it so it's not laying on the ground. There's another old Chevy. I believe that's an older one. It's probably a 50. And you see that they've shined over the rust, but they put pinstripes right on top of it. And this is a beautiful standard flathead V8 that came out of a Ford, about a 32. It's probably one of the best engines Ford made at the time. And yes, they had their princesses. And I'm not sure, this looks like an old Ford Model A, excuse me, with a huge blown engine in it. This is a Plymouth. I'm not sure what year, maybe 49, 48. But that's not the stock engine. It's got a tilt front end. They race this as the drag strip. There's another old Ford, I believe. This is kind of a classic hot rod. But it's done in the like the satin black rather than the flat black paint job. I love it because it's kind of plain. There's another beauty. That might be the same gal, but I'm not sure. This is also classic, and it's a shiny hot rod. There's no two ways about it. There's a Chevrolet Corvair van, the rear engine, air-cooled motor that really flopped. I really like this guy. I like the way the exhausts just fly out the sides. And this is a Ford Falcon or Fairlane, I believe, with the tilt front end. And they raced this car. It's beautiful. I mean, the details are just fantastic. It's all pretty straightforward. It's going to go fast. This is a 60 Chevy Impala, I believe, or Bel Air. It's a Bel Air. 4-door. I think this is a 49, what they call a shoebox Ford because of its shape. It's a beautiful car. I really like the plain lines on it. It could be even newer than that. I'm not sure. This is a Ford Fairlane, I believe. I love these guys. About a 57, I think. And there's the classic. If you can read this, you're too damn close. And this is about the earliest Suburban you can find, Chevy Suburban. It's got the air conditioner in the window. And so there's a look at part 1 of Hot Rod Flashbacks. Um, I hope you're digging that. Um, oh man, it's like my chat is all screwed up. I didn't see everybody here. Salasi, I'm glad to see you. I got to do shout outs here. Spine Shank, good to see you. Flaxer, um, Believe 2, thank you guys so much. Ms. Tishy, oh my God, how did I miss all this? My chat was like all locked up or something. I thought there was nobody here watching me. Hi, Susu. Good to see you as well. Um, yeah, well, fantastic. I'm glad to have you all here. So, like I say, we're going to break this up a little bit. So I'm going to throw in celebrity rides in the middle here. And let's see. Let me see my notes. Again, I'm no expert about things. So I'm going to just jump right into celebrity rides here. Tonight it's Brad Pitt. And now it's time for Celebrity Rides. Today we're going to take a very brief look at Brad Pitt's collection of motorcycles. Um, he collects everything from Harley Davidsons to Ducatis, and this is a great looking bike that he's here. I'm not sure what type of Harley Davidson that is. An older guy though. It's got the suicide shift on it and clutch, which means you're doing it not with your foot but with your hand, which can be kind of dangerous. He collects everything from Harleys to Ducatis and Triumphs. He's narrated a film, the movie called "Hitting the Apex" by director Mark Neal. Here he is on an old Harley Davidson as well, I believe. Um, it's about the Grand Prix motorcycle racing, and we're going to take a look at that real quick.
This is the story of 6 fighters. 6 of the fastest motorcycle racers of all time. And of the fates that awaited them at the peak of the sport. MotoGP bike accelerates faster than a Formula One car. I mean flying through the air, faster than a free-falling skydiver.
There is Marco Simoncelli. Simoncelli's going to do it. Ojo!
We were in big trouble with the bike.
Are riding in 300 per hour. We are playing with our lives.
The limit is when one guy puts in danger other guys.
And Marc Marquez, they collide! He's pushed Danny Pedrosa wide! Marc Marquez, the youngest ever winner. Marquez going to get very close. And Pedrosa has gone!
I don't take a lot of risk.
Brake as late as possible. Turn, hit the apex. Accelerate. Stay on the motorcycle. Crashing hurts. Stay on the bike and fight.
Obviously, Mr. Pitt is a big fan of motorcycles. Here he is on another old Harley Davidson. But would I want to be Brad Pitt? I might. There he is on a Triumph Scrambler. It's actually a Bonneville, Triumph Bonneville that he takes off-road. And there's a custom Ducati Cafe Racer. That's a beautiful bike. And again, I think that's Indian Larry's old motorcycle. We'll have to talk about Indian Larry sometime. Very collectible. Would I want to be Brad Pitt? Only so I would have the ability to collect motorcycles like Brad Pitt, because the Hollywood nonsense is not in my blood. Oh, that went by really fast. I didn't realize I cut it so quick. Um, yeah, I wouldn't mind being able to have the means as Mr. Pitt does to be able to collect things the way you like. Nah, Flaxer, I'm not into Angelina Jolie. She's got too much stuff pumped into her lips. What is that, collagen? Her face looks just weird. But yeah, exactly, Susan. You. So I wanted to go back to something that I had mentioned in that little video about the suicide clutch and a jockey shift. So what that is on today's motorcycles, you have a clutch lever for your left hand. And so you can pull in the clutch and put both feet on the ground so you don't fall over, and you shift with your left foot. So old school, guys will take these newer bikes and they'll build their bikes to do this, where they use your left foot for the clutch and you shift with your left hand. You have to have it in neutral when you get to the stop sign to get both feet on the ground, which is a drag on a hill. They do have a little unit called a mousetrap clutch, so you push it in at a stoplight, it engages and it keeps the clutch held in until you're ready to take off, which to me is just too much trouble and highly dangerous. So I'm not into that. Yeah, yeah, Fletcher, you're right. Angelina Jolie looks like she got too close to the vacuum cleaner and it sucked up her face a little bit. So I'm going to load the chest up right now before we get into this last part. And then we'll watch part 2 of Hot Rod Flashbacks. How's that sound? Hey, Jenny. Art Queen, good to see you tonight. I miss you. And Jenny, good to see you as well. And thank you for hosting me. I appreciate that. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to play part 2 of Hot Rod Flashbacks. So again, I'm not sure what this vehicle is, but that's an older guy. It's got to be like the late 20s, and it's done in a matte or gloss, semi-gloss black. It's pretty cool. It's pretty clean. So it's trying to look like a rat rod, but it's too clean to be a rat rod. That's a hot rod. Those tires are bare. Now, this is a great motorcycle. It has like the 1931, 32 Ford Flathead V8s, which are just fast. This guy has custom built this motorcycle, this trike. He did a fantastic job. He was very creative with how he put it together. Radiator and all is there. It's even got the Ford emblem on it. And I just love that bike. This is a little Buick Special, I believe. 62, I'd say. They were trying to make them really light and small because some people didn't need big vehicles. So that's what's going on with that. And this is probably a 56, 57 Ford, that's a ranch wagon. And obviously it's a work vehicle. Yes, Flaxer, I took the pictures. Yeah, it was a good time. This is a Pontiac, I couldn't even tell you, like a big Grand Prix or something. Back in the day, they were wide track Pontiacs. I don't even know what year it would be. Maybe 59 to 60 something. I know this is about a 49 or 51 Chevy. This is like bone stock. Um, there's nothing really been done to this to soup it up or anything. It's just an old car. It's got the original inline 6-cylinder. Look at no wires. No wires under there. Again, not sure this could be a Chevy. It's a huge engine, or it's a Plymouth. But that's a cool looking pickup. You couldn't haul much lumber in there, but you can do it in style, whatever you put in. A couple of doorknobs. Yeah, I love the straight six. Thank you, Diva. And look at these guys were all parked out on the edge, and look at the faces on these vehicles, these pickups, these cars. They have so much character. You don't see this today in vehicles. And this is probably by far my favorite vehicle. It's called the Cherry Bomb, is what they've nicknamed it. And it's just really clean. It's got all the great pinstriping on it. It's just a really pretty Ford pickup. They, nothing left undone. It's got a Ford flathead in it. Those are great motors. And the mascot is Felix carrying a bomb. How much better could it be than that? And this pinstriping on the tonneau cover on the back is amazing. I can only imagine the hand that did that. I'm not sure what this car is. It could be a big Ford or a Chevrolet, but they have flames on it, and then they've got the great mural on the back. It's even framed. I got my eye on this. I didn't have money in my account to pick it up, but this little like 62 Ford Falcon, bare bones, again, bone stock. I never even asked how much they wanted for it. It's a beautiful car. Again, it's got the straight 6-cylinder in it. It's got some chrome things added to it, but really it's a straight motor. Just a beautiful little car. Again, this may be a Plymouth or a Ford or a Chevrolet. I don't know, but it's a pretty clean hot rod. And that was quite the fun day. I gotta say, a lot of good memories there. Yes, so I hope you enjoyed that. I'm running on pretty quick here, so we could slow down a little bit. I've added a little segment that I'm calling Coffee and Cigs, because I'm drinking coffee and smoking cigs, and maybe I'm just going to rattle my mouth off at something. And before I run that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to open the chest. So let's go ahead and distribute the rewards. And then we're going to run Coffee and Cigs. Make sure you grab them lemons. Okay, pirates, welcome to the first installment of Coffee and Cigarettes. I'm smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee. This seems to be where I can think the best. It's, it gets the caffeine and the nicotine, the enes get all mixed up in there. It's good stuff. So what I wanted to talk to you about today, quickly, was the peaceful protest against Bill Gates to stop the COVID-19 84, the arrest of Bill Gates and arrest of Anthony Fauci. It's a peaceful protest. It's going to be in 2 locations on the East Coast and West Coast. Actually, I guess 4 locations, because there's a couple of locations Bill could be at. and this is the official protest site. There's the information on the site. It gives Fauci's mailing address and office location. We've got a couple of phone numbers for him, a fax number, which is excellent, and a TDD number for the hearing impaired. Maps and everything. This, as far as I know, this is the updated version of this, the latest information. There's two West Coast. Oh, that's East Coast. It's in Rockland, Maryland. If you can make it there, September 4th. Also on September 4th, there's two locations for Bill Gates. Try to find out where he's at. The idea is, let's see, one is in Seattle and one is in California, in Del Mar, California. The idea is that we take this fight against the technocrats, the technocracy that's being shoved down our throats, take it to their doorstep, and in a peaceful protest, just be outside their house, on public property, of course, and just have an appearance and just let them know. So if they'll see us, they see us. If they don't, they don't. Somebody's going to see us. I mean, if nothing else, we're going to tape ourselves. Mr. Frost has already done this on one occasion with Billy Fences. So there's 3 locations in total. If we can get 10 people or more at each location on September 4th to set up lemonade stands, in quotes, and protest loudly that would send the COVID-1984 wizards a message of defiance. Please reach out to me if you want to help. There's a motivational video posted on this link. I'm going to post this link in my DLive. It's going to be also on Discord and anywhere else I can put it. And I'll let you know as this goes along. There's all kinds of places to contact Titus Frost. There's all places to see the captain as well. So I just wanted to let you all know what was going on. And just a little shout out. If we can get it together, if we get enough people together, make a difference, that would be great. We'll do what we can, because that's all you can do is what you can. All right. Thank you very much. And we'll see you next week. All right. So I hope that turned out okay. Again, I'm going to have links on my DLive page and on Discord, and if I find them anywhere else, I'll let you all know where they are. But hopefully there are other people doing the same thing. Art Queen, you pirate you. It is funny, isn't it, Spineshank, how all the elite live on the coast? Like they're trying to chase everybody away to fear of flooding, but there they are. Thank you for the lemon as well. Flaxer's the one that said that. Okay, Flaxer, yeah, it is weird. You think you live on a mountaintop or something. Of course, you may have that house if you can afford it. So, yeah, so this show went kind of quick tonight. I appreciate everybody showing up. Before I go, we're going to throw out a little promo for the captain. He pirates the sea Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and it's always a good time. You can always leave there feeling pretty good. Bye, Slotzy. It was good to see you. Susu, Flaxer, thank you, Hippie, for the ice cream. And so we're going to take off for tonight. And I just want to say we'll see you all next week. And and stay pirate.